7. Whatever were gains to me, I now consider loss for the sake of Christ. He discovered one thing, that if ever anything happened, if he get a lot of recognition on earth, seems like it's a loss. On the other hand, if he lost anything, seems like it's a gain. Isn't it interesting? We all want to win, but when you win, you lost. Because you win the glory. Just like when you give an offering, but while always you try to secretly hold. But yet, oh, today I have a gold coin. Wow, coming up. And then, okay, take it. Oh, yeah, you gain the recognition, but you lost the recognition. You were trying so hard. You just a small coin, but it's my life. Even as I give, I feel a bit scared that if I give it, I may not be able to have enough money for dinner already. Yet, people look at it as nothing, but God sees to it as a great sacrifice. That is why we don't need big church, beautiful sound system. All we need is a sincere heart. Yeah, we can sing what? I will give thanks to thee in 10 kind of preachers. Some will sing, I will give thanks to thee, Lord. The other, I will give thanks. But together, we are not perfect, but God knows we are trying our heart, the best we can do. And that's the most important. Paul says so. So that's why he said, oh, whatever it is, I know only Jesus. Only Jesus is important. That is why he knows that even there are problems. In the note I wrote, number 1, the trouble and persecution behind us. And the scripture is that whatever the trouble and the persecution behind me, I don't care anymore. In that verse 10, because I have faith, verse 9 talk about, now that because I have faith. So 10, now I only want to know Christ. Why is it important to know Christ? Because through Christ, verse 10 talk about the power. He has the power of his resurrection. Because of the power, therefore even I suffer, I will be alive. Because Jesus' power is so much so that even when he is dead, he will come back to life. That's why we don't need to worry about having a loss. I lost something, meaning I gained something. I gained something, meaning I lost something. You see what you mean? You see what I mean? 2 persons chasing for you to want you to marry him. If you choose A, you lost B. If you choose B, you lost A. What you have, what you lost. What you lost, what you have. The world is very fair. If you have the money, you will lose an opportunity. If you have the opportunity, you will lose the other opportunity. So that's why Paul said, I don't care. I don't mind anymore, because all I know is there are too many trouble. There are too many trouble. The 2 motivation. Look, number 1, there are too many troubles. Yet, I don't care because just learn to forget about what is behind me and press forward toward God. And I think that's very important. Whatever happened in the past, it happened. What happened? Nowadays, every 2-3 days, I have a little argument with my wife. And the main reason being, she still keep remembering 1 year ago she was hit by the bicycle. I said, oh, Father. She said, always say, oh, now my leg, I cannot walk. But of course, if you every day you think about your leg is always in trouble.
Yeah.
Have you ever calm your heartbeat? You worry about your heartbeat, you calm. But the more you calm, if you do discover, it jumps faster. It's because the more you worry about it, the more it happens. Recently, Aditini, it was being inspected for some of her work, but she's like, no problem. Then there's no problem.
Because I have a strong back.
but if she worry, there's problem. You know. So the main thing is, even there's a tiger, even there's a lion, even there's some ugly looking animal who's like a crocodile or whatever. If you are really in front of it already, what do you do?
Run.
Yeah, but you cannot run so what do? You just have no choice but just to pray maybe. Or found
Stand
whatever.
still.
Yeah, or pretend you are already dead.
Yeah,
But whatever it is, the important thing is, whatever trouble, do remember that there's a prize in front of us.
Yeah.
No problem. All you need to do, keep moving on. That's why I have on the next page, Psalm 46. Basically, I want to highlight number 1. God is our refuge and strength, and ever-present help in trouble. Whatever happened, only God. You know that because this is a group that you've gone through many trouble.
Yeah.
You know, so troublesome that people might be surprised why you can still smile, why you are still alive, you know. But you know how difficult it is. You know how difficult it is to try to go through this trouble. But you discover one thing. God really helped you cross over anything. Yeah, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I didn't know what to do, but God somehow one way or another delivered you to the hiding place. Middle of the page is a story about a church. This church is very interesting. This church has built a new building. Supposed to build, just like in the Philippines when you build the church, you very quickly you build up the church. Fine. But then they discovered this one problem. In that, now this is America. In America, people need to drive to the church. But then they discovered the church is built fine. But they don't have place to park their cars. So how do people go? Just like even when people ride a bicycle to the church, if there's no place on the ground floor to park those bicycles, they cannot just let it be. Because in the Philippines, if you leave the bicycle, people will ride that away.
Yeah.
Already, right?
Very fast.
So what do? You have to lock it, you have to have many devices. So what to do? They are thinking, oh, our church is built already. Now we cannot return back. But there's not enough space. Except that, unless we move that mountain next to us, otherwise it's impossible. Then, as they are praying, suddenly somebody approached them, saying that, oh, we are in the next town, we are building a shopping mall, we really need a lot of soil. Is it okay if we allow us to remove all these muds and soil from you so so that we can use this to build our shopping mall.